some way to transfer from my heart to yours. Word heart's thrown around a little loosely sometimes. What I mean is the passionate conviction that Roger Revelle gave me that we, the people of planet Earth, have a purpose to save the viability, the future of human civilization. And it's not something that is simply to be discussed. Nor is it something to be approached by simply changing your light bulbs and driving a hybrid and putting on more insulation and making changes in your life. You should do that. I have. Many of you already have. But we need to change not only the light bulbs, we need to change the laws. And we need to have a global treaty that empowers us as human beings to make a decision for the first time as a species. Sounds absurd to imagine that we could make a decision about anything as a species. But that is exactly what we have to do. And the time is now. 1 square of desert landscape in Arizona, 96 miles on a side, covered with the most advanced solar panels, can, it's a fact, produce enough electricity to provide 100% of the electricity needs for the entire United States of America. Of course, it's in the desert, so the electricity produced has to be transmitted without big losses to the places where it is used. That is why one of the 4 elements of that bill that I mentioned is the creation of an electricity superhighway, a smart grid that transmits the renewable energy from the deserts and from the wind corridor stretching from north to south across this country and from the geothermal locations to the places where it's needed. Equipped with smart features that empower those who use that energy to make more intelligent decisions about how to stop wasting it. The other provision, a cap on the amount of carbon, is designed to put a price on carbon. One of the other characteristics of CO2 that the scientists teach us about is that it is tasteless, invisible, odorless, and the economists add, it's priceless, in the sense that it doesn't have any price in the economy. The old cliche, out of sight, out of mind, means that if it is invisible to our eyes and invisible to our pocketbooks, it's out of mind. And that's one reason why it's been accumulated. This is the largest market failure in the history of the world economy. Not only an externality, an absurd oversight. And we have to find a way to integrate it into our regular daily calculations of what we value. And that's what this legislation is intended to accomplish. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to conclude by asking you again to be a part of this historic effort. But in doing so, I want to pass along to you, as best I can, what Roger Revelle gave to me. And I know that I know I can't do it as he did. But I believe with all my heart that when we have the ability to see the truth about our situation, it carries with it an obligation to act morally on the consequences of what we know. As I have said many times, the next generation, Alex's generation, will one day soon look back on this time and place and make an assessment of what we did and did not do. And they will ask either, what were they thinking? Or how did they find the moral courage to do what so many said was impossible to do? We can, in the spirit of Roger Revelle's determination and scholarship and passion, we can do the right thing. Now is that time. We have everything we need, save political will. But as our country demonstrated very forcefully just a few months ago in the United States of America, political will is indeed a renewable resource. Thank you very much.